The first thing we do is master plan the total project. Obviously we have to create a vision. Because Berwick Waters is so big, we break it down into precincts and into smaller areas where we get planning permits for. So obviously what happens in the process is we've obviously called on all our experts to help us design it. We submit the planning permit, and then that's where council works to send it all off to the appropriate authorities for their referral and their approvals.
To meet engineering constraints, we need to do this. To meet what we want to do for delivery of active space and interaction, we need to do this. So, you know, it's a combination of practicality and vision and design all melding together to outcome with a product that hopefully meets all of those aspects. So once the master plan's approved and we've got the detailed engineering and planner sub approved from council, we will go to tender to a series of civil contractors. Once we've got our tenders back in, we select our construction company and then we start on site.
We do put a lot of focus on where the lot boundaries might be so that we can get these building envelopes, because the bulk of people are building with volume builders and they've got set products. So we need to be very careful about where we set the boundaries to make those the building envelopes that they can use appropriate and useful, so that gives them the most flexibility. For me, I like to give a lot of thought to how individuals experience the development. So that's simply from arriving at the entry and driving down the street, and as they turn, what do they see? We drive our master planners crazy, I think, because we're always seeking those better view lines, better experience throughout the development. So shift a road, shift a lot, and then all of a sudden, we open up a view down a wetland. Well, because it's people's lives that we're dealing with and the timeframes that we set, they are making significant decisions, and there's a lot of excitement building around this purchase of land and then building their home. And yeah, being a father of a couple of young kids, I can imagine that they're visualising this dream lifestyle and their kids going to school in a new area. Big fears, I suppose, is because we're at the mercy of the weather. If you get delayed too long, for instance, waiting for a planning permit, we can have all the best intentions to get fill material down in good weather. But if we get delayed with a permit, delays can delay our tendering, can delay our site start, all of a sudden you're in bad weather, and it just can completely change the program.
For me, it's seeing the community created, so it's watching us go from a paddock to seeing the roads formed, to seeing the footpaths built, to seeing a park delivered, and it's really exciting to see that people can create a home in what you've built.